Well, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Hello?
Can you hear me okay out there? All right, it's an honor to be here today to welcome everybody to Forest City. We've got a beautiful day. I'd like to talk a little bit about the people.
Turn the mic on.
Yeah, we got to turn it on.
It's on. It's on? Is there a dial somewhere?
Dave had it buzzing a little bit ago.
Yep, you have it right there. Okay. You got to stand close to it.
Well, let's try that. Is that any better?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get started. First thing I wanted to do is thank everybody for coming today. Beautiful day. 2 years ago, Barb Smith and I sat in her office and we talked about this hotel possibly coming up here. And one of the things I told her is that we're going to get it done. We're not going to mess around. We need to get it done. And we did. A lot of people worked together on this. City of Forest City, Forest City Economic Development, Cobblestone, hate to name names, but Beth Billieu did a tremendous amount of work on this. Steve Backey, our city attorney, Barb Smith, our city administrator, she couldn't be here today. There's representatives from the fire department here. They had a great burning train out here. We have a lot of young people that are on that fire department that would never see anything like that. And it was a great burn. Our street department, Mike O'Rourke, did a lot of work up here leveling and hauling things out. Our city crews with the water and sewer and the electric did a great job. One of the things I like to say in that partnership is Forest City has a great history of partnerships. For those of you that live here, we've got the Bowman Fine Arts Center. We know of the partnership between Waldorf University, the school, the city of Forest City, the state of Iowa, brought that 620-seat theater to fruition. And this hotel will have people staying there that will probably perform at that Fine Arts Center. But to move things along, just want to say it's an honor to be here again, and we look forward to getting it built. And I'll thank all the people that I can't mention, there's too much time, but thank everybody for their efforts in this.
All right, let's see if this works. Can you guys hear me on this one? No. How about now? I'll just do this. I guess somebody was afraid I was going to walk around quite a bit, so I guess this is what I'll have to use. My name is Courtney Woogie, and I get to do a lot of cool things in life, and one of them is the president of Forest City Economic Development. So I get to work with Beth and the rest of the board on a daily and weekly basis. So this project was just one of those fun projects that come up and we all get to work on and pitch in for. So what I'm here to talk about very briefly is just our public and private partnerships. I believe very selfishly that Forest City does an excellent job at all of these public and private partnerships. If you look at some of the projects that Barney was talking about, the Fine Arts Center and all the other things at Westtown Apartments, etc., that have been built, that's all come together with just the people that have been in this community. So I would also like to, on behalf of Barney, thank the city for this particular project. It couldn't have come together without the street and the electric and the water and sewer and all those people trying to figure out how to put a hotel here. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't thank our executive director for Forest City Economic Development, Miss Beth Billieu. So I can attest to a lot of the hours that were put together to communicate with everybody. It's not easy. You've got a lot of chiefs and maybe not a lot of Indians, so that piece can be very challenging. Of course, there are several other private companies that were involved in this particular lot, that titles had to be transferred and things had to happen on a local level to get this done. So I want to thank them as well. This particular project for Forest City and for the tax base is going to bring an additional $3 million in increased assessed value. So that's a big deal. And of course, for our people that travel here, it's going to be 47 rooms that will enable Forest City to host some larger groups and get some of those visiting teams from Waldorf University, and of course maybe some retreats. So it's certainly going to be on my list for my company to maybe have meetings and retreats here. And of course the increase in the hotel motel tax will just enable some increased marketing to attract more visitors. So with that, I want to thank everybody for coming, and we will have somebody else coming up. Oh, I guess our lead developer.
I'm not going to walk around. I know everybody's thanked a lot of people. This, but I want to thank mostly Beth again for her help in guiding me through this process, and then Barb and Steve with the city, and Kathy with the chamber helped us a lot. So, and the city of Forest City's been great to work with, and also want to thank MBT Bank for joining us on this project and helping us finance it, and want to thank Cobblestone for joining us in this project too. So, thank you.
Leave it to me. I come to a groundbreaking and I was standing out there admiring, this is a pretty nice car trailer. But anyhow, sorry, I have issues. I'll have to look into this. I've got plenty of room in the yard. Question, out of everyone here, who stayed in a Cobblestone? A third? Not bad, not bad. It's great to see. I was, with our acquisition of boulders and converting them all to cobblestones over the last few months here, Iowa is our biggest state for cobblestone. I think we're 27 now. Am I right, Brian? I think when I counted, we were one more in Iowa than we were in Wisconsin. I could be wrong. I had my shoes off and everything, but we were going well. But Iowa's been a major focus for us in our 12 years of existence. When the first Cobblestone opened up in Clintonville, Wisconsin in 2008, being at 148 properties brand-wide in 27 states, wasn't even part of the Cobblestone dream back then. But we've been very fortunate, thanks to many great people in Iowa and Nebraska and other states, that the brand has taken off. So I'd like to thank Roger Bell and his team for working with us and choosing Cobblestone here in Forest City. Beth from Economic Development, Barb from the city. 4 years? 5 years? How long's it been, Beth? More?
I met you 4 years ago. We've been working on it 6.
Sure. So 4 years. It's actually pretty fast for us. We tell the stories a lot. There's a project we were at, a groundbreaking in Two Rivers, Wisconsin, a month or two back, and I think we started talking to them 11 years ago. So either development takes a while or I'm just that slow. But been very, very excited to get this off the ground and going here in Forest City, and we look forward to our partnerships with not only the city but Roger and his team, and then also once it's open, all the local industry and Waldorf and all the citizens of Forest City. So thanks a lot, and with that I think I'm going back to Beth, right?
I wanted everybody else to stand up and get on and off before I got up here. I want to thank you all for coming. This has been the fruition of one of my dreams. It's exciting to have a new hotel. I know when I worked at Windworth Betco 7 years ago, we had talked about with the then chamber director that we needed more hotels and more rooms in Forest City. And diligently we started working on this 6 years ago, and 4 years ago, I think on a dark and stormy night, the guys from Cobblestone drove up here from Jefferson, Iowa. We thought it was a blizzard. They kept telling us it wasn't much, but that was the first time they saw this site. And so doesn't it look a lot better now, guys? I want to thank you all for coming. I would like to invite you to the grand opening that will be done in the summer. We're hoping before Country Thunder. I have one other person I'd like to introduce, Dave Peddlety, if you would raise your hand. This is our project manager from HCI, the construction company. You'll see him and his crew around town quite a bit. And the equipment comes tomorrow, right? Yep. So we'll be starting really soon. Those of you that I told had a shovel, if you would please join us over here. We'll do a few pictures, and then there's lots of cider, coffee, and cookies over here. And I don't want to take any cookies back, guys. I got one for each. All four.
What do you want?
Courtney, come here.
Who else do you want?
I don't even need to be in there.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have a face for right. Barb Bruder. Oh, Barb. Come on over here. She had you on.
No, they're over here.
We got one left. Beth, we got one left. Is that you?
That's for Beth.
You don't have a shovel? No. We got more shovels if you guys all want to.
I give up. Here we go. We got another one here.
Dennis?
You got one.
Oh, we have extra shovels.
One more,
For
Beth.
the people I liked, I turned the dirt.
One more now.
Beth, there's one in the center. Oh, good, I don't have to. Okay, put your foot on the shovel. Normally I'm hollering at people to look up. Should put Dave here. This is easier than it looks, isn't it? Not as easy as it looks. Now who can actually turn this dirt? Between a rock and a hard spot?
I'm just happy to find dry dirt in Iowa, to be honest.
There we go. I got a shovel in my Go back up. There we go. There, we started for you, Dave.
I'll just move up there a little bit. Where's the rest of the shovels? You got a lot of people here.
Right.
We got a silver one now.
Hey, one last thing. Roger's trying to sneak out already. But on behalf of Cobblestone, we always do the celebratory shovel for the groundbreaking. So this is something to give your grandkids to hit you with, or
Stretch that
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.